As someone who's lived in Christchurch all my life, I fully support the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Bill. The earthquake of September 4 rattled and damaged our province, but it was the violent shake of February 22nd that completely shattered Christchurch, its people, the CBD and our suburbs. We have to fix our city. We need to restore, rebuild and recover our province. We want to revitalise our towns, our streets and our neighbourhoods. After all we've been through, we want and we need to build a better, safer and more beautiful place to live. We need to repair the land, we need to fix the roads, we need to rebuild our communities and we need to restore our buildings. The SERA legislation is about response and recovery. It provides a balance between the need for community participation in the decision-making process with the need for a timely and coordinated recovery process. After the worst disaster that New Zealand has ever seen, Canterbury people are determined to rebuild their lives and we want to work quickly, we want to work efficiently and smartly to make it happen. To do that, this bill establishes SERA and the Canterbury earthquake...
Point of order, Honourable Clayton Crossborough.
And forgive me, I do apologise in interrupting the member. I don't do it for any vexatious means, sir. I just raise with you for some advice. I'm advised, and the reason I do this is because of the very cramped time frame we're in. I'm advised by parties outside this House that the bill is not available online. And the reason I raise this is because, as I understand it, having taken advice, it is the normal course of events of PCO as instructed by the Minister. As soon as the bill is tabled, it is placed online. The only reason, again, forgive me for interrupting the member, the reason I raise this, sir, is because we do have a select committee process happening tomorrow, and submitters around the country, key submitters, cannot get hold of this.
I think the point is well made, and I shall direct someone to attend to that matter. Nicky Wagner.
I apologise.
After the worst disaster that New Zealand has ever seen, Canterbury people are absolutely determined to rebuild their lives, and we want to do it quickly, efficiently and smartly. To do this, the bill establishes SERA, the Canterbury Earthquake Recovery Authority. Its CEO will coordinate the recovery, and it will report to the Minister of Earthquake Recovery. Everyone in Canterbury is very keen to be involved in this process. So SERA and the Minister will work alongside the Christchurch City Council, Environment Canterbury, Waimakariri District Council, the Selwyn District Council, Ngāi Tahu, the community and business interests. Furthermore, Cantabs can have their say via a community forum made up of community leaders and a cross-party forum of Canterbury Members of Parliament. There will also be public consultation processes. SERA is tasked with developing the long-term recovery strategy. That will set the overall direction for recovery efforts and must be produced within 9 months of the Act coming into force. Underneath that long-term recovery strategy, detailed recovery plans will be developed. They can cover things like social, economic, cultural, environmental matters and infrastructural issues. They'll be more detailed and relevant to specific areas. They are the what, the where and the how of the recovery. There is keen interest in the rebuilding of Christchurch CBD, and that recovery plan will be lent by the Christchurch City Council. Their mayor has already indicated that everyone in Christchurch will be able to have the opportunity to have input into this process, and that CBD plan will also need to be produced within 9 months. The Act creates powers to ensure the recovery is well coordinated and effective, but they are mainly reserve powers and are only to be used when necessary. There are numerous checks and balances in place, and the Minister must present a quarterly report to the House on the operation of the Act, and Sarah and the Act itself also must be reviewed every year and that report presented to the House. I believe that the Canterbury Earthquake Authority, as established by this Act, will enable Christchurch and Canterbury to rebuild effectively and efficiently. It's an enabling framework that provides a set of powers for Sarah and the Minister if they are necessary. They may never be used, but they are there to ensure that Sarah can act in the greater good of the Canterbury community for the recovery from this earthquake, so that Christchurch and Canterbury can be rebuilt, and they can be rebuilt sooner, safer and better.
Just